Well, hello there, folks. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you again, and a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea. And what do we think of the new intro music? I think it's quite funky. Let me know down below and let me know what you think about it. Yep, so that'd be fab if you could do that. So, also a warm welcome to you if you're not normally here. Like I said, this is What's for Tea. My name is Cheryl, and this is just the part of the week where I show you what I made for the family meals during the week. I normally start off on Monday all the way through till today, which is Sunday, and any recipes that I've done during the week which feature in Meals of the Week I will link in the description box down below, as well as any other recipes that I think might interest you. Yep, so let's go and have a look and see what we had this week, and as usual a selection of your comments from my videos during the week will appear at the end. So starting off on Monday, and I've just made some gammon steak. So we had some chips at the side, that's the gammon steak there, with some garden peas and some grilled pineapple on top, and with some grilled tomato as well. Haven't had this for ages, but you know, it's just one of those things, it's so tasty. And moving on to Tuesday, I made a simple pasta. This is just tomato and chorizo. Again, very simple but really tasty, with some garlic bread at the side, some cheddar cheese on top, and of course, I've got to have the hot chilli on top of mine. Moving on to Wednesday, and we had steak pie. There were only 3 of us for tea tonight, so we had a baked potato, some mixed veggies at the back there, and that's the steak, gravy and sausage with some puff pastry on top, and this is lovely as well. I've actually got a recipe for steak pie, so I'll pop that down below. Thursday we were meant to be having stir fry, but ended up just making macaroni, cheese and ham. This was just done in the oven, and we had some garlic bread and some tomatoes and herbs at the back as well. Again, super simple but delicious. And again, I've got a recipe for macaroni cheese which I will link in the description box down below. Moving on to Friday, and we had burgers. So a wee simple side salad, lettuce, pickled onion, tomato, some pineapple, some beetroot, some salad cream, some cheddar cheese, that's the bun, with some tomato sauce, a £1/4 burger, with some mustard, cheddar and tomato and the top of the bun, and some of those lovely chunky chips as well. Another really simple one, guys, but delicious. Moving on to yesterday, and we had the stir fry. So I actually got some steak and I cut it into strips, and that's our usual stir fry mix with the noodles, the broccoli, onions, carrots, bamboo shoots, water chestnuts, and I always add Chinese 5-spice and soy sauce. And I'm moving on to today, and this is a pie I got from the butcher. So there were meant to be 3 of us for tea tonight, but it was only me and Mr. What's for Tea in the end. We just had some wee herby potatoes and some carrots on the side. And this is one of our favourites. Like I said, there were meant to be 3 of us, but there were only me and Mr. What's for Tea, and he prefers baked beans. So he had his beans, and this was the leftover pie. And I'm just going to leave this till it cools, pop it into the fridge and see if it gets eaten later. So this is just a few of your comments from during the week. Now, before I move on, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody entering my Christmas giveaway, and there are quite a lot of you already. I was quite surprised. I think there's about 150 of you who have entered so far. So again, good luck, and I'll have my fingers and toes crossed for all of you. And this will run until a couple of weeks before Christmas, just so that you've got your prize, you know, nice and early, just to give you time to spend that on whatever you like just before Christmas comes along. So yeah, like I said, good luck to everybody entering. Yeah, it's just a bit of fun, and yeah, I love to be able to do this and give a wee bit back to you, just to say thank you for watching and supporting me all year. So let's move on. Renaissance Man 65 has written, low salt is something I should really buy when I run out of salt. With my heart problems, sodium and alcohol are the 2 big things to avoid. So I just throw that out there for everyone. If you want to avoid having to take blood pressure pills for life, keep an eye on. Yeah, you know, I've had quite a lot of people say that, and I've actually got a comment coming up which says the complete opposite, that low salt isn't actually that great for you, which I had no idea about. But yeah, definitely watch your salt intake, and obviously alcohol and things like that if you do have these kind of problems. So thank you very much for your comment. Next comment's from Gillian, and she's written, "Oh, Jasper is like my Frank. He loves his food and gravy. Like Mr. Jasper, Mr. Frank too is ginger. Maybe that's it, or just we love to spoil him. I love the brown wrapping paper you got for Mr. Watts. I got one for my daughter. It's ho 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 all over it. I also bought this ribbon, looked like thick twine. Started wrapping tonight. Yeah, see, I have as well. You know, I like to be well ahead when it comes to Christmas, and then that way, you know, when it actually gets there, you can relax and chill out a couple of weeks leading up to Christmas, and you're not all stressed out, you know, worrying about what you still to get, or that kind of thing. You can actually enjoy Christmas. I feel the further back you start doing things, you know, the more time you've got, like I said, nearer Christmas to actually enjoy it instead of stressing out. So yeah, thank you very much for your comment, Gillian. Next comment is from Susan, and she's written, Sainsbury's own make cat gravel is just as good as cat sand. Well, I'm going to have to check that out, Susan, because we've been buying cat sand for years and years and years, and it's the only one we've really tried. When we've tried a wooden one, which kind of puffs up, you know, when it gets wet, and he absolutely hated it. He came shooting out of his litter box. I think when it puffed up, it must have, you know, it must have touched him somewhere, and he didn't like it. But I haven't tried any other gravels, so the next time, you know, I'm in Sainsbury's, I must look out for that and try them with that, because as you know, cat sand is quite expensive. So if I can find one that is just as good, then that'll certainly be a thumbs up. So yeah, thank you very much for your comment. Thank you to everybody who's taken the time to like and comment and share your thoughts and opinions with me this week. Now, obviously, I'd love to reply to each and every single one of you, but as you can imagine, that would take quite a long time, and there are only so many hours in the day. But I do love, you know, reading all of your comments, and I do try and respond to as many of them as I can. And I haven't gotten round to yours yet, you know, hopefully I will catch up with them. I like to do that, you know, if I've got a spare hour at work or if I'm on my break, you know, sometimes I do like to try and catch up with you there. So until I see you next time, guys, mind to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you off soon. So bye for now. Bye now.